How do you challenge a prenup? That does happen during the divorce context. One spouse may not decide that they still like the agreement they made years ago, and so they may challenge the validity of the prenup. Probably the best way to talk about that would be to look at it in the reverse. What makes it subject to attack? The biggest factor that plays into that is whether there's been a fair disclosure of what the assets are, right? So that is a very, very important part of getting your prenup in place. You have to disclose what your assets are and your liabilities. And I think the reason behind that is that your spouse or future spouse has to know what it is that they're giving up. And so without that disclosure, it could be subject to a collateral attack. Something else that makes the enforceability of the agreement kind of more on solid ground would be if both parties have an attorney. If you're the one wanting the prenup and your future spouse is like, that's fine, I will just sign it, they can sign a waiver, right, to that disclosure and to having an attorney. But if you really want it ironclad, those things need to be done. And you want your future spouse to have the benefit of counsel too, to let them understand the seriousness and the future risk potentially to them of the agreements that they're entering into. If you have questions about a prenup and what that process would look like, we're happy to talk to you about that. Please call us and we will get you in to get you some more information.